This anonymous YouTube channel earns hundreds of thousands of dollars every month from tens of millions of views. YouTube offers a platform where creators can potentially earn substantial revenue by leveraging existing video content within the bounds of copyright law, primarily through the doctrine of fair use. However, successfully navigating these regulations requires a careful approach to how content is sourced, transformed, and utilized. Understanding fair use. Fair use is a critical concept for YouTube creators who wish to use content they do not own. This doctrine permits the use of copyrighted material without direct permission under specific circumstances, especially if the content is used in a transformative manner. To determine whether a use qualifies as fair use, several factors are considered. Purpose and character of the use. The use should add new expression, meaning, or message. It should not merely replicate the original intent of the work. Educational, critical, or transformative uses typically strengthen a fair use claim. Nature of the copyrighted work. Using content from factual works is generally more favored in fair use arguments than using purely fictional works. Amount and substantiality. The quantity of the material used should not be more than necessary for the intended purpose. Less is more in this context. Minimal use aligns better with fair use principles. Effect on the market. The use should not adversely affect the market value of the original work. If the new use competes directly with original works and could harm sales or production, it likely won't be considered fair use. Strategies for compliance creators must develop content strategies that respect these principles to avoid legal challenges. Here's a practical approach to applying fair use on YouTube. Transformative use. Always aim to add new insight or meaning to the original content. This could be through commentary, criticism, or educational review. For instance, discussing various cat breeds while showing a clip from a cat video can provide educational value that differentiates it from the original. Cautious sourcing. Be mindful of where and how much content you use. Drawing from highly copyrighted sources, like popular films or music, requires careful handling and often a strong justification for their necessity in your content. Proportional use. Use only as much of the work as is necessary for your video's purpose. Short clips are preferable and are less likely to attract legal scrutiny than longer excerpts. Minimize economic impact. Ensure that your use of the content does not detract from the original work's market. Avoid uses that could replace the original content or serve as a substitute. Practical tips for creators. To implement these strategies effectively, creators should consider the following practical steps. Develop original content. Create scripts and overlays that offer additional context or analysis to ensure that the use is genuinely transformative. Limit clip length. Keep clips short to minimize risks. Consider establishing a guideline, such as the under 10-second rule, though remember, this is not a legal boundary, but a best practice. Enhance with stock footage. Use stock footage or images to dilute the presence of copyrighted material in your videos. Credit original sources. Although not required for fair use, crediting sources can build goodwill and help maintain transparency with viewers and creators alike. Dealing with copyright claims. Even with careful planning, copyright claims can arise. It's vital to be prepared to dispute claims by explaining how your content complies with fair use guidelines. Documentation of your transformative process and legal rationale can be crucial in these disputes. In summary, while YouTube offers significant opportunities for creators to monetize content, it demands a nuanced understanding of copyright and fair use. By adhering to these principles, creators can mitigate risks and focus on building sustainable and legally compliant channels. This approach not only helps in avoiding legal pitfalls, but also fosters a creative environment where new ideas and presentations can flourish, ultimately benefiting both creators and viewers in the YouTube ecosystem.